So, here we are again. Facebook Live. Master is waiting patiently to head out for Klezmer Festival. And can already hear the music down the street. We live on one of the alleyways and in the artist quarter. And Hamayan, there's a stage there, so we can already hear the music. I was thinking about Elul again, and I shared with you last night about the month of Elul and Ani Dodi v'Dodi Li, and the concept of Achor El Achor, starting at the beginning of Elul, according to the Zohar Kadosh, and then ending up at the end of Elul, Panim El Panim, face to face with Hashem, face to face with the Creator. So I was thinking about the concept of freedom, and there are a few words in Hebrew related to freedom. Are you free, Moshe? Master, are you free? Yeah, he says he's free. So there's a few words. One of them is chofesh, and another one is cherut. Chofesh in modern Hebrew relates to the idea of vacation as well. So it's interesting when Bnei Yisrael, when they were in Mitzrayim, when they were in Egypt, they had freedom, right? They came out of Mitzrayim and they received freedom. But there's a difference between chofesh and cherut. There's a difference between freedom and freedom. What do I mean by that? Well, they were free. They were no longer slaves. They were able to do whatever they wanted. But true freedom, or what we call cherut, true freedom only comes in relation to a brit, a covenant with Hashem, a covenant with the Creator. And that covenant is the Torah. You know, the Gemara is very clear. The Gemara, the Talmud, teaches us that before each one of us were born, we were taught the whole of Torah. We were taught all of Torah, but at our birth we forgot it. It was taken from our mind. But this is the idea of why when we hear somebody speaking great words of Torah, when we hear tzaddikim talking, and something resonates with us, it's not because their words are so high, although believe me, they're tzaddikim and they're speaking great words. The truth is, what they're doing is they're reminding you of a Torah that you already knew. Here's the amazing thing. The amazing thing is that all religion, if it has anything to do with man, if it's the idea of a man possessing it or a man telling you how to keep your religion, especially when it comes to Judaism, those of you, whether you're Jewish or non-Jewish, but you want to be connected to Judaism, there's only one way, and that's through freedom. There's no freedom in having somebody control you. Hashem has no desire Hashem has no desire to control you. Hashem gave you free will. He gave you free will to serve Him freely. And not as a slave, but as a free person with true freedom, with cherut, with being connected to the Holy Torah. So in this month of Elul, what you have to do is you have to come out of a slave mentality. I'm not coming against any particular people. Chas v'shalom, God forbid that I'm coming against the holy rabbis. I'm just telling you that if there's somebody, even a rabbi, even somebody like me as a rabbi, that tells you what you have to do, then you're no longer free. Now, if I'm telling you what to do as it relates to Torah, what the right thing to do is in having a relationship with Hashem, or you're asking me a question and I give you the truth of Torah, that's a different story. But somebody that comes to you and says, this is the way, somebody that wants to put you back in shackles, I'm telling you, turn, ratz, run away, because that's not freedom. That is slavery. So again, here we are in the month of Elul. There's my beautiful wife,
Shalom.
Ishti. We're getting ready to go out again. So just remember, in the month of Elul, you want to go from Achor El Achor, from back to back, to Panim El Panim, face to face. It requires you to turn around because Hashem has never turned His back on you. And it requires you to give up your slave mentality, and walk as free people. Walk as free people in Hashem. Sending you all love from the holy city of Tzfat. And we will, Bezrat Hashem, come back on tomorrow night and again share with you. I'll be back again later, sharing with you some of the great, amazing sights of Tzfat and the music. Be well, all of you, and Shana Tova.